Political parties in India are banking on social media to persuade voters amid COVID-19 curbs on large-scale rallies. Now, they're pumping millions of dollars into online campaigns for 5 state elections. Ishan Garg finds out if their messages can reach rural voters, who make up nearly 2/3 of the electorate.
Vinod Sharma lives in Shahpur Gadhi village in Uttar Pradesh. The state is a key battleground for national and regional parties. Governing the state could put them in good stead for victory in the national elections in 2 years' time. For the past 2 months, Vinod's been swamped with campaign messages from various political candidates. He prefers it this way, instead of going to rallies that can sometimes be attended by thousands.
चुनाव में जो खर्चा होता है वो कम होता है और भीड़ भाड़ इकट्ठी नहीं होती। एक आज का कोविड का ये सीजन चल रहा है, इससे बहुत बीमारी फैलती है। इससे जब चुनाव में इकट्ठा नहीं होंगे तो बीमारी नहीं फैलेगी।
Vinod relies on social media not only for interacting with local candidates but also for his news. At times, he says he's been exposed to fake news. Most recently about vaccines. He says several groups run by local political operatives share hateful content targeting the country's minorities as well. He tries to be cautious but admits it's not often easy to tell what's true.
जाना क्यों नहीं चाहेगा, क्योंकि उसके पास में ऐसा माध्यम नहीं है कि फेक क्या है, कैसे है फेक। जो फेक न्यूज़ आती है वो तुरंत हटा देनी चाहिए, उस पर पाबंदी लगा देनी चाहिए। उनके खिलाफ जो फेक वो बनाते हैं, वायरल करते हैं वीडियो, उनके खिलाफ सख्त कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए।
And he's not alone. Concerns are mounting that the rise of questionable content on social media can shift the focus of the election away from real issues.
Misinformation, if left unchallenged over a long period of time, becomes a mainstream conversation and sets the agenda. And the danger of this is that it ensures valid political issues concerning the economy, jobs, health, sanitation, education are not the focus.
Only about half of Vinod's village can afford digital devices. Right across the road lives Kiran Singh Thakur. He has never used the internet.
अनपढ़ हूँ मैं तो। मेरा छोटा सा फोन है। ये छोटा सा फोन है। या भी साल चलाना नहीं जानता मैं तो गुट्टा टेक हूँ भाई।
Many like him are barely aware of the political campaigns on social media. He says his generation would travel miles to listen to their favorite political leaders before the pandemic hit. Kiran Singh misses the adrenaline-packed speeches.
मजा कम हो गया।
Instead, the supporter of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's BJP religiously tunes in when the Prime Minister addresses the nation on TV or hosts a regular radio show called Man Ki Baat, which means talking from the heart. For Kiran and others like him, traditional media remains a key way for parties to reach them. This is why in villages like these, political parties spend more money on TV and radio advertisements, which are the most accessible form of media for nearly all households. Industry insiders estimate that parties may end up spending more than $800 million on just these elections, which could be 10 times the amount of money spent online. Analysts say the strategy in villages is to have popular leaders reach out to voters on TV and radio, while local candidates focus more on door-to-door campaigns. Kiran Singh and Vinod Sharma both say they prefer the personal contact to large rallies during the pandemic, but both look forward to the festival-style large-scale campaigning returning in time for the general elections in 2024. Even in this digital age, conventional ways of reaching the voters remain essential platforms for getting the political messages across to the less tech-savvy in the world's largest democracy. Ishan Garg, CNA.